I need to talk about things that are going to be relevant in 8 years. You don't think I'm going to be repurposing this video in 8 years?
Yeah.
100%. Otherwise,
people think the content they're making is the marketing, but it's the product. Yeah.
Correct. It's the creative. It is the ad. And then the distribution is what? The ad dollars. Except you were counting on Meta and Instagram and Snapchat and Google ads to do the distribution for you. But what happened? Nobody fucking liked boosting their Instagram posts because it was gay and it sucked and it was terrible and it was a horrible user experience and it was a pay to play and you only got boosted. And then TikTok rolled around and said, fuck you guys, new algorithm, new meta, anybody can go viral, just make something dope. It's not about followers anymore. It's about reach. It's about attention. Go for it. Now people get one view that gets 1 million views. This is really good. Well, how do you replicate that? At scale. Content distribution. Understanding and managing the means of content. I remember when I was running meme pages.
Yeah.
And I had one of the, well, it's pretty obvious. I had a representative of the biggest phone company in the world, and you can probably correlate the time that this happened, reach out to meme pages, paying meme pages to create campaigns of memes making fun of the other phone competitor company that one of their models had blowing up batteries, if you remember. Recently, it was Samsung. Samsung's main competitor, won't say the name, went to social media platforms and meme pages and said, go make, memes about Samsung's being blown up. It's perception, controlling the perception at a mass scale through meme pages. But now you're like, well, what if instead of doing meme pages, I just do my own pages and just at a massive scale? Instead of having an ego attached to my page that says @Luke Belmar, well, I'll just own 3,000 accounts instead and just distribute it across multiple people, across multiple metas, which will reach multiple different demographics. It's funny, I had one account that the first 3 videos I'm talking about, hey, I have people in Africa inside of my community that are making money. I have people in Nigeria that are making money online. And I said something like joking about, and people are talking about the Nigerian scammers in the comment section. And the algorithm picks it up. And now the demographic of that page is literally Nigerian because of the words and the people commenting and all that. So anytime I talk about any sort of content, it feeds it to that audience. If that was my only page, it wouldn't make any sense. But you just have to be cross-border. So back to your question, if you understand distribution and the value of it, you begin to realize that it's not about the product. The product just has to be sticky enough or has to be replica enough. That's why you go to Hollywood or you go to South Korea and they pop out K-pop stars like nobody's business. They all look the same. They all sound the same. They all have similar tunes. There's a formula to it. What matters is the distribution. So
Can you manufacture where the content goes to based on the comment sections?
100%.
So
based off of everything, based off of what you say on the video, based off of the music, based off of the comments, based off of everything.
So theoretically, if a guy popped up seemingly out of nowhere and you had a lot of comments saying like Tate clone, it might push the people to like the audience of Andrew Tate.
100%. 100%.
I've never thought about this before.
Well, there's obviously, because what data points is Instagram pooling to feed you relevancy?
Yeah.
What are their data points? Except the similarity in pages, similarity in following, similarity in likes, similarity in engagement. That's why you can talk to your girl, be like, oh, we watched that same video, didn't we? Because they realize that they need to share content symbiotically in near-term relationships so people can actually talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? So you have that factor. You attribute that factor into your content and you can manipulate it. You manage it. Some fucking marketing masterclass right here. I'm just diving into it. I don't know if I'll regret talking about all this dope stuff, but whatever. So we enter a situation right now where the content is a winning creative. Now you mass distribute it. So it's becoming a distribution machine. Amazon is a distribution machine. It's a distribution platform because people go to shop. They win because they're a distribution king. Warner Brothers wins because they're a distribution king. Walmart wins because they're a distribution king. Sam's Club wins because they're a distribution king. So distribution is the name of the game. Just pull up Peter Thiel's quote. He says, most businesses, they talk about product, but they never get to market because they don't understand the distribution of the product. Distribution is key. And today, distribution has become economically viable to the small individual because you can grab a product, review it, In fact, you don't even have to do that. You can take all the creatives from an existing online TikTok shop and just post them on a new page. Don't even have a link in bio to your own store. Just post them yourself. And if it gets views, you'll just order the product yourself. Make a store and proof of concept. Now you don't even have to spend ad revenue or buy the inventory to test whether it's possibly going to go viral. You just have to do it. What happened a couple months ago when we were doing some TikTok shop tests, I see a shower hose that was going viral that had like LED colors. So we take all the videos, we post them on our own page. One goes viral, 1.7 million views. All right, guys, order the inventory, get the Shopify store up and running. Let's do it.
I see so many people doing it the opposite way. They're like, the product has to be perfect. I'm like, you don't even know how to distribute it.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Well, it's not about the product because you're going, what is the demographic of the platform that you're on? What is the type of avatar that eats that distribution channel? Short form, instant gratification, impulse buying. So everything needs to be created around that premise. One-page checkouts, Apple Pay, Google Pay, bundles, FOMO. Like these are all the things that get people riling, boom, checkout. Now TikTok says, let's reduce the path of least resistance, launch TikTok shops where people can literally just buy on a click of a button, literally on the exact reel or on the exact video. What are they trying to do? They're mitigating the path of resistance for people to what? Transact. Remember we talked about the free market? The platform, the free market, those are these ecosystems where the best guy wins. And distribution inside of free markets matters the most. And if you can understand it, it's what makes any business relevant. That's why now Capital Club, the success behind it is merely attached to the power of the distribution, low expectations, and then high return on the expectations when the customer is satisfied with the product and the delivery of it. It's quite interesting. People need to really be focusing on this distribution mechanism. And distribution doesn't mean you have to go out and make thousands of pages. It just means you need to understand that there's a higher lifespan to the content that you make than you actually think there is.
Definitely. I want to transition here to a segment called This or That. I'll give you two options and you don't have to tell me why.
Let's do it.
Gold or USD?
Gold.
Dogecoin or Euro?
Dogecoin.
Stocks or crypto?
Crypto.
Argentina or USA?
Argentina.
I'm not trolling you on this one. I did this to Andrew and Tristan, but I'm actually curious since you speak Spanish, English or Spanish?
Spanish.
Really?
Sí, señor.
I've never heard you speak Spanish on a podcast.
Bueno, pronto haremos un podcast en español, chicos. There you go. We'll do a podcast in Spanish soon.
Love it. Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
Trump or Melee?
Trump.
Bali or Thailand?
Thailand.
Agree. AI or personal brand?
AI.